am taking a drive around the neighborhood real quick. Looked like all the water receded. All the water receded, so I know I think Gio said, I don't know if you can hear the wind gusts. That looked like no damage. Everybody all right? At least this neighborhood. I don't see no loose shingles. But it is gusting pretty bad right now. No rain. So I think the only part where Gio said all these were flooded over the sidewalks, all due to the retention ponds, which are, I just seen them, they're full to the top. If we get any more rain anytime soon, it'll flood again. So, I think a tree came down right there. They're in their front yard looking at it. Got a big old dog loose running around. Tree branch down there. It's probably some of the tree branch I drug home. No, it isn't, because I took mine from Boggy Creek. So of course, still gotta walk their dogs. This is the one bridge. If this ever went down, look at, I don't see how you, look how full the bridge is. If this bridge ever goes, I will not be able to make it to work. Look at that. Look at the park. The park is full of water. Look at that. Look at the retention ponds. Man, that is bad. That is almost full, and I know there's gators. I know there's gators in there. So I know there's gators in there. This section, I'm pretty sure, and maybe even last night, this section was flooded. Look at that. That is. Look at that sign. I know that was down at the bottom. All right. Yep. And this section right here is flooded. I'm not going to go through there. Yeah, this section right here is flooded. So I'm not driving through that. Let me turn around. I don't want to get stuck. Even though I got an SUV. Look at that. Flooded to the max. Still gusty, as you can see. Yeah. The problem, Florida doesn't have a sewer system for water, so it basically uses these retention ponds. The water goes from one part of the retention pond to the other. So I'm just hoping that bridge don't go. If that bridge goes out, I will not, just lost all my mass. If that bridge goes out, I will not be able to make it home or to work unless I walk. So just let you know it's bad out there. The front, those retention ponds in the front of the area I'm pretty sure are full. Let me try to go that way real quick. So, yeah, Geo said this was all flooded last night at 3 something. So look at that. That's the park where this one retention pond here has got. Yes, you can hear it dusting bad. That retention pond is overflowing, and there's two retention ponds at the front of the neighborhood. So I'm pretty sure if these are flooded, those two flooded as well. So I'm gonna drive up that way real quick, and once again, DJ Freddie B out and about, still gusty. Now I gotta find out if I gotta go to work today, because they made us go to work yesterday and it was worse than this. Look at all these retention ponds. That's why I didn't want a house with one of these ponds in the back. I didn't want a house with a pond in the back because 1, alligators, 2, snakes, 3, mosquitoes. So look at the retention pond. I don't know. Retention ponds are full. I'm gonna cut through the grass. I'm gonna cut through the medium here. Now, just to get back home. This is where the cop normally sits too. Okay, taking my time to get over this curb. You don't want to get stuck. Boom. Yeah, by heading back, retention ponds are full. And man, it is. That's why they said those retention ponds. What it basically does, they got a system where the retention ponds fills up in one area and then fills up in another, and they just keep passing from one pond to the other. But if one pond fills up, the other one fills up. So hopefully we don't get no more rain. So as long as we don't get no more rain and just wind, all this should be okay. So just a reminder that when you're driving out there, make sure don't go over no water, even though it looks like a little bit. All it takes is some water to splash up into the engine, and then your car is stuck. Next you know, you're dealing with gators and snakes. Look at that. That's near a power line right there too. So, but we still have power at the house. Still have power in the neighborhood. So look at that. I don't know if you can see all that. That's the park, which was all grass, and it's flooding. And that's the park where it was all grass, and it's flooded. But I'm coming up to, once again, my only concern in this neighborhood. Look at all those crazy birds out there eating for free. worms coming up. But this is my only worry I worry about right here is this bridge, because if this bridge ever goes out, this is the only road to our neighborhood, and if this bridge goes out, look out, you know how deep that thing is? That thing is way up there. So hopefully this bridge doesn't go out. I don't know if you can see it. If this bridge goes out, we will not be able to enter or exit our neighborhood except in an emergency case. So once again, DJ Freddie B heading back home. Right now the neighborhood doesn't look too bad other than that flooded area, and the one guy that lives next to the state trooper, his one of his palm trees came down. So, and he had a tall palm tree blocking his driveway. I don't know how he's going to move that. He's going to have to probably end up getting a chainsaw, borrow a chainsaw from a neighbor. That's the only way he's going to get out. So I'm coming up on his house now. But I do need to get home and jack up my car to get the tree branch I drug from Boggy Creek out. So right there. If you can see it right there, his house, his palm tree came over. Luckily, it didn't fall on the house, but he ain't getting out of his house. Right there. I think that's the only, basically, the major damage that I see right now. So most of the trees survived. Not like, I believe Charlie, a lot of trees fell over. So now I got Plutarch, probably wind or rain was coming into his glass. He had double French doors, so look at that back. Look how full that back is. So remember, all the water drains to these ponds. The ponds drains to the next pond. So if one pond is full, it's going to the next pond, which is going to be full. Oh, there's a little flooding here, and this is probably a result of that pond right here. Look at this. Nice house. Yeah, looks empty too. Right there, driving over this flood. A little floody here. I can deal with a little bit because this one is short. But this is my neighborhood here. Flood right there. If it's flooded like this, it's because once again, the retention ponds in the back are flooded or at capacity. So that's why, thank God, I didn't. Oh, I'm coming around this corner. This one does look a little more flooded than normal. No, there ain't no way I'm taking that. Look at that. That's flooded. Nope. DJ Freddie B is turning back. No, that's flooded right there. Those guys won't be able to get out. I'm turning back around. Oh, wind gusting. No, see that? It's in the back. Flooded. I got an SUV. I ain't chancing it. Not like some folks in a car. They would probably take that. This guy went down. This guy drove here because it was flooded. I think I have one of my co-workers, a maintenance guy, lives over here on one of these houses back here. This one's flooded, but not as bad. So once again, that's the water going to the retention ponds, and it's not draining fast because once again, the retention ponds are full. So look at that, all flooded over there. Back way, John, Mike, Yelena, whoever else is going to be watching this video, Raphael, Ty. But like I said, this is not as bad as Charlie because Charlie, a lot of trees fell, shingles blown. That's why you called it Blue Tarp City instead of Orlando. But heading back to the house, so right now everything seems okay other than those street flooding and the one guy with the down palm tree that he's going to have to get a chainsaw to remove. I'll try to go back behind this. Like I said, Scott and Jenny, they live across the street. They got a pond in the back there, and it does look like it's rising. Yeah, they got a retention pond back there. I would worry about that too. But once again, gators and snakes. That's why I'm glad I don't live on side of the house. We're elevated, so everything's coming down. So okay. Going around back to the back. Yeah, when you right here, you don't see it draining. It's because those retention ponds are full, and there's nowhere to drain to. So I got a little flooding here. Nope. I'm not going that way neither. I'm gonna turn back around. No, this is how folks end up getting stuck. Luckily, my Z wouldn't be able to make it. Look at all that. So I'm turning around. Oh, guy got his fence taken out. Backup camera, backing up good. But no, so that's why I said if it, as long as it's just wind the rest of the day, we'll be okay. But if it rains some more, we're gonna have some. They park their car all in their driveway, right there too. Them too, parking their car in the driveway. I'm surprised there's Halloween stuff still up. But that's it. Yeah, so our street's not flooded because we're a little elevated, everything going that way. So right there, we're all good. Palm Street's still up, nothing flying. So planning. So the route I got to take, unless that bridge goes out, and it collapses due to all that water and the foundation gets weak, I wouldn't be able to make it to work because we would be stuck. And that's the only way in and out of our neighborhood. So once again, DJ Freddie B signing out.